Alright guys, I'm back with my review of the Ring of Honor 11th Anniversary pay-per-view from Chicago Ridge. And before I talk about the pay-per-view, I wanted to mention that the past couple of weeks, Ring of Honor has been putting up old matches on their YouTube channel. Some really great stuff up there. I definitely recommend checking that out. But as far as the show goes, holy crap, that was a badass ending. I mean, that's something I've been waiting for a long time now, and just Scum getting some new members, some baby faces joining Scum that you didn't expect. I thought they picked the perfect guy with Rhett Titus to do that. So I'm really happy with this show. I thought it was a great pay-per-view. And where's the first match here? I took a lot of notes on this show, so I'm going to do my best to get through this quickly, but probably going to be a long video here. So the first match is a 6-man Mayhem match with QT Marshall, who has an awesome entrance song. I mean, I don't know how these guys pick their music, if they have a list and they can just go through and choose which one they like. I mean, I have no idea, but if that's how they pick their song, then this guy got really lucky with this one because it's a great theme. So QT Marshall, Silas Young, Adam Page, Tadarius Thomas, ACH, and Mike Sydal. This was a good match here, very fast-paced. It was short, but I really enjoyed this one. Sydal hits a moonsault off the top onto the 4 guys on the outside. ACH hits a dive onto him. Barrister R.D. Evans climbs up the turnbuckle, and Silas Young suplexes him off the top onto the guys. So that was an awesome spot. And ACH pins Silas Young after a nasty spike DDT. So ACH wins the match. The second match is Caprice Coleman and Cedric Alexander versus Jimmy Jacobs and Steve Corino. This match was okay, nothing really special here. I think the crowd kind of hurt this one a little bit, but it was alright. CNC go for the overtime Hurricane Rana splash combo. Corino breaks it up, and Scum hits a spike pile driver on Cedric for the win. Charlie Haas versus BJ Whitmer in a no-holds-barred match. Now, I know in my predictions video I said I didn't really care about this one. I wasn't expecting much. This was a good match here. Kevin Kelly and Caleb Seltzer, though, they're putting over the angle with World's Greatest Tag Team. They have to break up if they lose to the Briscoes, and they gave away the ending of the match, and it hadn't aired on TV yet. So I was kind of disappointed with that since they spoiled the ending for me before I could watch it, but I guess these things happen. So BJ uses a trash can on Haas. They use a ladder, some chairs, and Haas actually has a baking sheet, and Cheeseburger runs out and grabs his leg. I thought this was hilarious. Haas hits a belly-to-belly on BJ over the top through a table, and then Haas puts a ladder on top of him and just starts wailing on him with a chair. And he's hitting the ladder, but it would have been more effective if he just hit him with the chair. But he keeps putting the ladder on top and hitting him some more. But, you know, that's a wrestling thing. So, Haas sets up another table and hits a belly-to-belly off the top through the table. BJ still kicks out. They're making BJ look like Iron Man out here. I mean, it's insane. Haas sets up a ladder between the 2 chairs, and he goes for the Olympic Slam. BJ turns into an exploder, and Haas kicks out of this. BJ just starts kneeing him, and the ref has to stop the match. So BJ goes over here. The American Wolves versus Forever Hooligans, Rocky Romero and Alex Kozlov. Kozlov sings the Russian national anthem, and Romero, there was a spot where Romero just keeps charging Eddie Edwards with clotheslines in the corner. The American Wolves hit a kick to the face tombstone combo on Kozlov. Kozlov was really taking a lot of bumps out there. The Hooligans hit a Super Hurricane Rana frog splash combo on Richards, but he kicks out. And the Wolves win after a powerbomb backstabber combo on Kozlov. They all shake hands afterwards. This was an alright match. I mean, it was a good match, but I kind of expected more out of this one. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I didn't think it was really impressive what you would expect from the American Wolves. Michael Elgin versus Roderick Strong, 2 out of 3 falls match. I really like this one here. Elgin gets the first fall almost immediately after the buckle bomb, spinning powerbomb combo. Roderick Strong gets the second fall after a backbreaker on the turnbuckles and the suplex into the knees. And Elgin gets the third fall with making Roderick Strong tap out to the crossface. So Elgin wins the match, and it feels like it's the end of the feud. I'm not really sure what they're going to do with this. I am kind of disappointed if they do end it, because I've said this before, I felt like they could have done a lot more with this Michael Elgin Roderick Strong feud, and it seems like they want to do Roderick Strong versus Mike Mondo now, and who knows? I mean, they have a lot of guys they can do some stuff with. I mean, where the hell is Tommaso Ciampa? What are they doing with the Embassy? So who knows where they're going to go, but I really would have liked to have seen this feud continue a little longer. Matt Taven versus Adam Cole for the TV title. Matt Hardy comes out and says he will be Cole's next opponent for the title. He gets massive boos. The House of Truth has new music. It's some weird dance theme. Take your pants off. Take your pants off. I was watching the show and I was just dumbfounded by this. And that's the good thing about the House of Truth, though, is Truth Martini is always doing new crazy things that just surprise the hell out of me. And he's not wearing pants. He's wearing these tights that look like a tuxedo. Just very bizarre. So Hardy's on commentary. He says that he's turning Adam Cole into a man. And Taven, at one point in this match, puts his crotch in Adam Cole's face. It was strange. Matt Taven, I'm not sure what they're doing with him, but he was doing a lot of strange things here tonight. Cole goes for a sunset flip off the top, and Matt Taven damn near breaks his neck. That was a really scary spot. Cole hits a sick DDT on the apron. He locks in the figure four, but Taven gets the ropes. Truth hits Cole in the back with the Book of Truth, and Taven hits a modified DDT for the win. New TV champion. This was a huge surprise to me. I did not expect this at all. I mean, they always hype up these guys like, oh man, this would be a huge upset if Taven wins. But you don't really expect it to happen. So I thought this was great. It was a great match on top of that, so really happy with this one. Afterwards, Taven and Truth do some homosexual stuff with the TV title. Like I said, very bizarre. And Matt Hardy's pissed because he's going to face Adam Cole, but now it's not going to be for the title. And that was pretty much it. Just a great match. I'm interested to see what they do with Matt Taven going forward. So this was good stuff. Red Dragon is the name of Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly's tag team. So Red Dragon versus the Briscoes for the tag titles. Nigel comes out for commentary. He says that Hardy came backstage with a face like a slapped ass. I gotta start using that in just everyday conversations. My God, that's a great line. And he says that whoever wins in the Hardy-Cole match will get a TV title shot against Matt Taven. The Red Dragon works Jay's leg. Mark gets a hot tag. He starts doing the redneck kung fu. The Briscoes hit the Doomsday Device on O'Reilly on the outside with Mark jumping off the apron. And Bobby Fish kicks out of the Falcon Arrow Froggy Bow combo. They set him up for the Doomsday Device, but O'Reilly saves him. Fish flips Mark to the floor, and Red Dragon hits the Doomsday Device on Jay, but he kicks out. So they hit the kick to the head Brainbuster combo on Jay for the win. New tag team champions. This was another one I didn't expect to see. I mean, the Briscoes haven't had the tag titles that long. They've really been talking about how this reign is going to be their best. They're going to hold the titles forever. And they lost them already to Red Dragon, which I think they're going to do a Red Dragon American Wolves feud probably, and eventually the American Wolves will beat them for the titles. That's what I see happening. Jay Lethal versus Kevin Steen for the world title. Holy crap, that's a lot of notes. I know this is like my third Red Bull this week. It's crazy. Alright, so Jay Lethal refuses to shake Kevin Steen's hand. And they brawl around the outside for a bit. Steen hits the powerbomb on the apron. He yells something to a fan. I have no idea what he said. I couldn't hear it, but the crowd gave an awesome reaction. So I think it was something about the guy's mom. But the ref takes a bump. Lethal hits lethal injection, and Jacobs and Carino run out, hit the spike pile driver on Lethal. They put Steen over him, and Lethal kicks out. So Carino gets a chair, and Jimmy Jacobs just runs, and the ref was Todd Sinclair. And Jimmy Jacobs just runs in and elbow drops the ref to keep him out a little bit longer. That was hilarious. And Carino has the chair. Nigel McGuinness comes out, takes the chair, kicks Carino out. So Lethal fights off Jacobs. He hits 2 dragon suplexes on Steen. Steen kicks out. Lethal super kicks Steen in the corner like 5 times. Something crazy like that. He hits lethal combination and the elbow drop, and Steen still kicks out. Lethal tries to make him tap. Steen gets the ropes. He tries to put him through a table. Steen reverses it, hits the F5 on Jay Lethal through the table. Lethal's about to get counted out. He tries to crawl back in, and Jimmy Jacobs, I guess he was under the ring, holds onto his leg, so Lethal has to fight him off, and he just makes it back into the ring in time. Steen hits the package pile driver. Lethal kicks out of this too. Jacobs gets on the apron, and Steen tells him to get the fuck out of here. I don't need your help. And Lethal pushes Kevin Steen into the ropes. He knocks Jimmy Jacobs off. And he ends up hitting the top rope brainbuster for the win and wins the match. This was a great match here. Awesome stuff. I had no idea what was going to happen. It felt like they were really going to make this Jay Lethal's moment. He was going to win. He was going to become the new champion. And at the same time, Kevin Steen was kicking out of everything. I really didn't know what was going to happen. So I really loved this match. So Kevin Steen wins, and Rhino comes out, and he gores Jay Lethal. And Jimmy Jacobs attacks the ref, and the Briscoes run out to make the save. And the Briscoes end up getting gored. I think Jimmy Jacobs hits the Diamond Cutter on Mark Briscoe. And then Jimmy Rave comes out, and he's wearing a Scum t-shirt. So I'm thinking, okay, Jimmy Rave has joined Scum. They got a new member on this pay-per-view. And he starts beating them up too. And I'm probably getting the order of events wrong here, but there was a lot of shit going on here. So CNC come out, and they start trying to help the Briscoes and Jay Lethal. And Cliff Compton comes through the crowd, and he's got some powder. He throws it in somebody's face, can't remember who, and he's joined Scum. So BJ Whitmer runs out with Rhett Titus, and he turns around, and Rhett Titus attacks BJ Whitmer. He rips his shirt off, and he's wearing a Scum t-shirt. So now they have Rhett Titus too. Michael Elgin, the American Wolves, Adam Cole, they all hit the ring, and they're just getting beat up. Jimmy Jacobs is zip-tying people to the turnbuckles. And Matt Hardy runs out, hits a twist of fate on Adam Cole, and he's wearing a Scum t-shirt. So he's joined Scum too. And Steen is just watching this. He's confused. He's in shock. He doesn't know how to react. Steen obviously didn't know about this, and he looks unhappy with the way things are turning out here. But yeah, this was awesome, awesome stuff. Seeing all these people just join Scum. And Steve Corino comes out and says this is the final nail in the coffin of Ring of Honor, and they're declaring war. They rip up a Ring of Honor banner, and the show ends. This was just awesome. A very, very badass way to end the pay-per-view, and I couldn't believe it. I did not expect any of this. Rhett Titus turning was great. Having Matt Hardy there is great, and I think this is just really going to help launch Scum. And I know it's like TNA and the Aces and Eights, and it's like WWE and the Shield, but to be honest, Ring of Honor had Scum before either of those groups. So, whatever. But this is something I've been waiting for a long time. I've been saying for a while now, Scum needs more guys, and I was happy they got Rhino, but he was already a heel. It wasn't a big surprise, really, and he's not always on the shows. So I think this is a huge improvement, especially with Rhett Titus, a babyface, a big babyface, turning and joining Scum. So yeah, just a really good pay-per-view here. Some awesome matches. The main event was great. Matt Taven versus Adam Cole was great with a surprise ending. New tag team champions on top of that. So definitely check out this pay-per-view if you can. But anyways, that's my review of the Ring of Honor 11th anniversary pay-per-view. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on the show in the comments, and thanks for watching. Bye. Alright guys, I'm back with my review of the Ring of Honor 11th anniversary pay-per-view from Chicago Ridge. And before I talk about the pay-per-view, I wanted to mention that the past couple of weeks, Ring of Honor has been putting up old matches on their YouTube channel. Some really great stuff up there. I definitely recommend checking that out. But as far as the show goes, holy crap, that was a badass ending. I mean, that's something I've been waiting for a long time now. A Mayhem match with QT Marshall, who has an awesome entrance song. I mean, I don't know how these guys pick their music. If they have a list and they can just go through and choose which one they like. I mean, I have no idea, but if that's how they pick their song, then this guy got really lucky with this one because it's a great theme. So QT Marshall, Silas Young, Adam Page, Tadarius Thomas, ACH, and Mike Sydal. The second match is Caprice Coleman and Cedric Alexander versus Jimmy Jacobs and Steve Corino. This match was okay, nothing really special here. I think the crowd kind of hurt this one a little bit, but it was alright. CNC go for the overtime Hurricane Rana splash combo. Corino breaks it up, and Scum hits a spike pile driver on Cedric for the win. Charlie Haas versus BJ Whitmer in a no-holds-barred match. Now, I know in my plan, just Scum getting some new members, some baby faces joining Scum that you didn't expect. I thought they picked the perfect guy with Rhett Titus to do that. So really happy with this show. I thought it was a great pay-per-view. And where's the first match here? I took a lot of notes on this show, so I'm going to do my best to get through this quickly, but probably going to be a long video here. So the first match is a 6-man. This was a good match here, very fast-paced. It was short, but I really enjoyed this one. Sydal hits a moonsault off the top onto the 4 guys on the outside. ACH hits a dive onto him. Barrister R.D. Evans climbs up the turnbuckle, and Silas Young suplexes him off the top onto the guys. So that was an awesome spot. And ACH pins Silas Young after a nasty spike DDT. So ACH wins the match. The second